to an interest meeting at the Shryock's house where Penny and Danny were talking about their vision for a church plant, and I remember coming mostly as just to support Danny and Penny, and the Spirit of God just moved in my heart. And as we were going around the room talking about why people were excited about the plant, I remember God just changed my heart before I even realized it. And when it was my time to speak, I was just so excited about being a part of this work that God was doing in Sunbury. Then I just said, I'm just so looking forward to it. And I had no intention of going on the plant initially.
At that meeting, I actually had the opposite. I went there wanting to come to the church plant and leaving not wanting to come, and asking him in the car, what were you doing there? What were you saying those things for? Because we were not planning on coming. And then God changed my heart too, and probably the best move we've ever made.
What I remember most about being in the middle school was the fact that it didn't have the feel of a traditional church. It just seemed like a large group of people that were there for a purpose. They loved God, and they loved what they were doing and being a part of. And to me, it seemed more like a giant home group, in a sense, of the intimacy and the friendship that existed, more than a traditional church, which has a little bit more of an institutional feel. And just the fact that everybody was pulling together and wanting to be a part of it. They were helping with setup, tear down, and all the different things. It seemed almost like everybody there had some role to play.
I was a custodian at the middle school about 3 years ago, and you folks used to come and worship over there. I was the first person there every morning to open up, and these are some of the things that I observed that had a profound effect on me. There's this guy named Phil. I don't know his last name. Sorry, Phil. But he has 2 twin daughters, as cute as a button. And Phil's job was to come and set up the gym and set up the chairs and everything. I would help him. And some mornings it would be snowing. I'd be outside shoveling snow. And here come another gang of guys. I'll help you do that. Cool. Get out of that. And the next thing you know, there'd be a trailer backing up. And the praise and worship teams, all their instruments would be in there. And we'd help take the stuff to the stage. And next thing you know, they're doing their sound checks and everything. Now, mind you, I'm taking this all in. Nobody's complaining or murmuring, whether it's hot or cold. Man, I wouldn't want to do this every single week. And next thing you know, I'm letting the Sunday school teachers into their class, making sure they need everything that they need, and just taking it in. Everybody's happy. Everybody's smiling. And I noticed some things, such an age difference from infants to seniors. And everybody, it was so different.
It was just one of the most pleasant surprises, I guess, of just the presence of the Lord in that place, in that gym, that old gym, and you just really experienced the Lord.
The fondest memory I have is sitting on the top of the bleachers and just watching the body worship and the freedom that we were allowed to worship the Lord there. It was hot, but it was warm and welcoming, and a wonderful experience as far as worshiping the Lord there.
Penny and I were at the warehouse building, which, was just a really sweet place, great memories. And we were sitting on the floor because we had no furniture, and we were trying to design the bulletin, and we were trying to design the home group cards, and we had all these papers laying all over the place, and it was just so sweet. I would drive by every day because I had to go past it to go to work. As I would drive by every day, I'd see another level or another something, and it was really, really exciting. It really was.
For me, it was exciting because while I have such great memories of being at the middle school, it was very exciting to know that we would have something that would distinctly say we're here. Because I think in the middle school there were still people who weren't aware that we were meeting there, and I felt that we kind of hit a critical mass, at least in that facility, and that if we had a place that we called our own, it would not only be more accessible to the community, but people would actually look at us as a quote-unquote legitimate church. And so I was excited about what the Lord was going to do and how He was going to use this facility, not only to grow and advance the kingdom, but to reach out to a portion of the community that either didn't know we were there or might have been apprehensive to go to a school. What I've noticed is that we still have maintained that warm, welcoming environment. That I think people come in and they sense that, we're excited that they're here. Mm-hmm. And so that I see has been a consistent thread throughout our history.
Katie Meyer. I've been coming to the Vineyard about 6 to 8 weeks now. The only way I can describe it, as I was telling you before, that it is like Sunday morning, I literally feel like I just jump out of bed and have to run here. Not physically, but spiritually. Just have to have it. It is amazing, the songs of worship. It's like a gallon of coffee. It just lifts you up, and then, the pastor speaks and it tears you down. It's exactly what you need for that balance in life, and I wish I could come to it every day.
I think people are feeling the freedom to be able to worship as the Lord wants them to, and as they're directed to by the Holy Spirit. And
He's working and molding and reshaping and enlightening, and He's working.
Well, speaking of myself personally, I think God is always stretching, and God is always kind of taking us in new directions. And so, while it's scary in one sense, it's exciting in other, because as I've kind of gone through my Christian journey, I've seen myself kind of move from one place to another, and it's always been good, despite the challenges of going on that journey. So I'm excited.
You